Hello, singing for fun. Let's just have our stretch. Oh, I'm going to stretch over to one side. Oh, just as far as you can go without falling off your chair. Go the other way as well. Over to that side. Ooh. Lovely. Just stretch out towards me as well, actually. See if you bend your back. Give yourself a wee hug and really feel that bend in your back. In fact, breathe into it. Oh, feels good to breathe. And then stretch out. Keep your back, so as long as it's not sore, keep your back a little bit bent like that and just stretch out and have a big old yawn. And we'll stretch up and round. Oh, a nice stretchy start. And again, just stretching up and round as if you're swimming. Oh, dream of swimming. Dream of swimming. Oh, yeah. Nice splashy dreaming of swimming feeling. And then a bit of a shake. So we'll start with the hands. Let your head go just a little bit. Just be careful if you think it's going to make you get dizzy. Just let the head stay where it is and just go with your hands. We can add our elbows in. Bit of old funky chicken going on there. And get your shoulders going as well. So if you can do your shoulders, your elbows and your hands all in a one. It's not a good dance move, but it's good for resetting your body. That's lovely. And then we can do a seated hula hoop. So as if you're, obviously your bum's sitting down, as if your shoulders are hula hooping something. As if they're hula hooping something. As if they're hula hooping a hula hoop. Nice. Well, I mean, we're going slower than you would need to go for a hula hoop, and that's okay. Just check you're not holding your breath. And you're maybe imagining that hula hoop's going round up by your shoulders there. So just check they're not hunching. Just check they're nice and relaxed. In fact, just lift and drop them. That's it. And again, lift and drop. So we're imagining the hula hoop. Let's get it pretend slow going again. So see if you can keep a sense of that imaginary hula hoop up by your shoulders, but also take your mind's eye down to your bum. So you're probably feeling your sit bones. Well, you're feeling the muscles around your sit bones as the weight shifts from one side to the other. So just check you're not holding your breath again. That's it. Great. So a big old yawn. As if it's pulling sideways, so it's like you've got plasticine cheeks. Say, I've forgotten the cheese grommet. In fact, say that with me. I've forgotten the cheese grommet. I know I can't do a very good Wallace and Gromit face. I bet some of you can. Go on, show me. I should have practiced that one. I can't quite get that. What does he look like? Like that? He's got teeth, hasn't he? And sort of a big, I've forgotten the cheese grommet. Oh well, that's stretched your mouth anyway. I feel like you're yawning that way as if you've got plasticine face. Nice big yawn. Enjoy it. And then we're going to have one feeling like plasticine's going lengthways as well. So feel like you're yawning right into the top of your head. You'll feel it in the roof of your mouth, but imagine it's coming up higher than that. And indeed going down all the way to your belly and beyond. All the way down through the chair into the floor. Ugh. Lovely. So just wriggle your fingers and then wriggle your toes at the same time. Okay, and then what we're going to do is wriggle right hand, left toe. You obviously can't see my toes wriggling. And then we're going to wriggle left hand, right toe. Brain exercise. Great. And then we're going to cross our hands over and we're going to wriggle right hand, right foot, which will be on the opposite side now. Whoa, it's mean, isn't it? And then we're going to do left hand, left foot, which will also be on opposite sides. Oh dear, that's enough of that. Have a shake. Have a shake. That's great. Excuse me. There we go. I could stop the video for things like that, but I like to just run it like an ordinary session. I should pause it and blow my nose off camera, shouldn't I? I'm not very professional. Okay, so let's just have a little breathe as well. So just imagine you're breathing way out in front of you, as if you've got a great big balloon. It's a slightly odd imagining, but a great big balloon coming out of your belly button. And it's filling all this space in front of you, and you're going to breathe into it. So the air is going to have to go down into your body and out through your belly button into this imaginary balloon. And then squeeze it to deflate again. And again, breathing in, and it's coming out through the belly button into your imaginary balloon. And then squeeze it out. That's great. So we're going to imagine about where your belly button is, which is sort of between the bottom of your ribs and the top of your hip. The same thing. You're going to have an imaginary external balloon here. The air's going to go in, and imagine it's coming right out of a little belly button like hole that you don't have in the side of your body. Okay. So imagine your balloon's ready to be inflated. So breathing in. And then deflate it. And really as strongly as you can imagine that belly button hole of air inflating your balloon. Lovely. So we're going to put an imaginary belly button on the other side now, whatever's the other side that you didn't do last time. So we're going to breathe in. It's going to come all the way down and imaginarily out below your ribs and above your hip. So about where your belly button is, but in the side of your body. So we're breathing in and then deflating it. And inflating. And deflating. Lovely. Last one you've guessed is behind you. So directly behind your belly button. You don't need to put your arms behind you. It'll make your shoulders do all sorts of strange things. But imagine that balloon behind you just as we imagined the one in front. And we're going to breathe in and imagine it's going out the back through a little belly button sized hole. So breathing in. And then exhaling. And again. One more. Really, really focusing on your back. And exhaling. Lovely. Have a little wriggle of everything. Anything that wants to. That's lovely. And let's just have a hey, ho. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. Okay, we're going to add some clicks. So we're going to go hey, ho. Hey, ho. And don't worry if you've got no clicks or one click's better than the other. Just, in fact, if you can't click, I know you can't all click. Little clap, but to one side and then the other. Does that make sense? I'll do the clap this time. So it's hey, ho. Hey, ho. Or with the click, hey, ho. Hey, ho. Great. Next one, we're going to do this. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. So can you hear the first one I started high and went low? Hey, ho. Hey, ho. And the second one I started low and went high. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. Okay, it's slightly exaggerated. So it was hey, ho. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. Hey, ho. So don't worry, it's not about getting exact notes at all. It's just about feeling a slightly higher tone on your first hey and a slightly lower one on the second ho, on the first ho, sorry, and then on the second set. So we do two of each. Hey, ho. 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 Great. And then just have a horse lip to let that loosen. And again, just feel like you're sighing down. Lovely. And then just have a sigh without that. So we're going... and again. Great. Okay, guys, this is a proper tongue twister. It's the preposition song, so if linguistically minded friends will enjoy this one. The tune is Yankee Doodle, so you all know the tune. But the song goes like this. It's called the preposition song. About, above, across, after, along, among, around, at, before, beside, between, against, within, without, beneath, through, during, under, in, into, over, off, to, toward, up, on, near, for, from, except, by, with, behind, below, down. Or there's one in the middle that I tripped over there. It goes of, off. Okay, I'm going to do it a little bit at a time. Be great articulator practice for us. So just have a lovely, and then just give it a bit of a squidge. Loosen off any tight bits there. That's lovely. Lovely. Okay. So our first line is, I'll put the words up for you because it's you know, it's a list, so it's hard to keep track of without the words there. I've got my piece of paper here. About, above, across, after. Just say that with me. About, above, across, after, and just give as much to the consonants as you can. That will give the most exercise to your articulatory bits. About, above, across, after. About, above, across, after. Along, among, around, at. Along, among, around, at. Along, among, around, at. Lovely. And then we've got before, beside, between, against. Before, beside, between, against. Before, beside, between, against. And within, without, beneath, through. Within, without, beneath, through. Should we try that? About, above, across, after, along, among, around, at, before, beside, between, against, within, without, beneath, through. And again. About, above, across, after, along, among, around, at, before, beside, between, against, within, without, beneath, through. It makes me feel like we should do more songs that are just lists. There's something I find slightly pleasing about it. You might not be finding that that's the case. So that's half of it. Second half, during, under, in, into. During, under, in, into. And this is the tricky one. Over, of, off, to, toward. Over, of, off, to, toward. Should we try singing that bit quite slowly? During, under, in, into. Over, of, off, to, toward. During, under, in, into. Over, off, of, to, toward. I put that backwards. Over, of, off, to, toward. Just say off, of, off, of, off, of. Off, of, off. I've done that backwards, haven't I? Of, off. Oh dear, I'm misleading you terribly. Of, off, of, off, of, off. So you're heading for off, of, off, of, off, 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 of, off. Just have a, if you can, have a little roll of your lips. And again, nice and loose. Lovely. During, under, in, into. Over, of, off, to, towards. Once more. During, under, in, into. Over, of, off, to, toward. And then it's up, on, near, for, from, except. Up, on, near, for, from, except. And again, up, on, near, for, from, except. By, with, behind, below, down. By, with, behind, below, down. So you can try that whole verse because it's easier with the whole of the tune. During, under, in, into. Over, of, off, to, toward. Up, on, near, for, from, except. By, with, behind, below, down. Yeah, should we try that one again? During, under, in, into. Over, of, off, to, toward. Up, on, near, for, from, except. By, with, behind, below, down. Oh, you can really start to feel it, can't you? You're going in your jaw. About, above. We're going to take it from the top. All right, hit it. About above a Oh, I've taken that up, sorry. Was maybe feeling a bit low. Are you alright to go with me? I suppose you'll have to. About, above, across, after, along, among, around, at, before, beside, between, against, within, without, beneath, through, during, under, in, into, over, of, off, to, toward, up, on, near, for, from, except, by, with, behind, below, down, and again. About, above, across, after, along, among, around, at, before, beside, between, against, within, without, beneath, through, during, under, in, into, over, of, off, to, toward, up, on, near, for, from, except, by, with, behind, below, down. Well, that's enough exercise for one day. Let's have a soothing recovery song.
Hello. We're going to have a go at Better Times Will Come again. People seem to quite enjoy that last week. So what I'll do is I'll add, there's a little verse that goes with it. Add that this week, and then we'll maybe put some harmonies in the next one. So this is a song by Janis, Heen. Better times will come. Better times will come when this world learns to live as one. Oh, better times will come. So that's the bit we did last week. I'm just going to loop that a couple of times to remind you how it goes. Better times will come. Better times will come when this world learns to live as one. Oh, better times will come. Better times will come. Better times will come when this world learns to live as one. Oh, better times will come. So then our first verse goes, when we greet each dawn without fear. When we greet each dawn without fear. Sorry, took us into a different key there. When we greet each dawn without fear, knowing loved ones soon will be near. When the winds of war cannot blow anymore, oh, better times will come. So those words were, when we greet each dawn without fear, knowing loved ones soon will be near. I hope they will be. When the winds of war cannot blow anymore, oh, better times will come. So I'll just do each line twice. So grab it the second time. When we greet each dawn without fear. And again. When we greet each dawn without fear, knowing loved ones soon will be near. Knowing loved ones soon will be near. When the winds of war cannot blow anymore. When the winds of war cannot blow anymore. Oh, better times will come. Oh, better times will come. When we greet each dawn without fear, knowing loved ones soon will be near. When the winds of war cannot blow anymore, oh, better times will again. When we greet each dawn without fear, knowing loved ones soon will be near. When the winds of war cannot blow anymore, oh, better times will come. Chorus. Better times will come. Better times will come. When this world learns to live as one, oh, better times will come. When we greet each dawn without fear, knowing loved ones soon will be near. When the winds of war cannot blow anymore, oh, better times will come. Last chorus. Better times will come. Better times will come. When this world learns to live as one, oh, better times will come.
Now, I know you all know this, so I'm not going to go over it, but the parts will come in one at a time. So you can start with the lows, join the middles, or jump in on the tune. Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, choo choo train. Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, choo choo train. Chattanooga Choo, he's at the Chattanooga Choo choo train. Track 29, or you can give me a shot. I can afford to buy the Chattanooga Choo choo train. I've got my fare, and just a trifle to spare. Chutney Boy is at the Chattanooga Choo choo train. Track 29, or you can give me a shot. I can afford to buy the Chattanooga Choo choo train. I've got my fare, and just a trifle to spare. Chattanooga Choo train, Chattanooga Choo train, Chattanooga Choo train, choo choo train. Chutney Boy is at the Chattanooga Choo choo train. Track 29, or you can give me a shot. I can afford to buy the Chattanooga Choo choo train. I've got my fare, and just a trifle to spare. Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, Chattanooga Choo, choo choo train. Now I'm hoping I get the Gaelic right enough. Afraid Mary's not here to guide me, but in spirit, hopefully you are, Mary. And some of us will have sung this before, so you can probably hear her guiding our pronunciation. And it's Farambi Mihin. Farambi Mihin is out of his moroches. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Fadam bi mihin bi maroches aun. Which means where my heart is, there my hope lies? Or is where I am, there is my hope also? But I can't remember whether it's where I am or where my heart is. I think it's where I am, there my hope is as well. I'll check that for next time. And your words are fadam bi mihin. Mihin. Fadam bi mihin. Mihin. Fadam bi mihin. Let's try that. Fadam bi mihin. And again. Fadam bi mihin. Lovely. This is a push to bail, so it's one of the dancing songs, or mouth music. It's called in Scots, isn't it? Fadam bi mihin. Is aun a vis maroches. Just say is aun a vis. Is aun a vis. Is aun a vis. Maroches. 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 Oh, that's great. You can feel that working in your throat there. Maroches. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Let's try that all in a string. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. And again. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Once more. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Fadam bi mihin. I should say that's 98% of the words, so you're laughing once you've got the hang of that first line. Let's just do that last one again, and I'll add the second line in, which is very, very similar, the tune of which is very similar. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. So the second line very slightly lower, and we'll take it with the run in because they're easier strung together. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. So we're going to alternate now. We're going to line 1, line 2, line 1, line 2. Fadam. Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. 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 Okay, so it's just the last line that's different. So we've got line 1, line 2, line 3 is the same as line 1. And the last line, fadam bi mihin. So the words are fadam bi mihin, it's just the tune is different. Fadam bi mihin. And really use that r to flick that out. Fadam bi mihin, as if you were playing the pipes and you were pulling away on that lovely little ornamentation that they do. Fadam bi mihin. And again. Fadam bi mihin. Bi maroches aun. So that last bit is bi maroches aun. Bi maroches aun. So they're all sounds you've had, it's just they're in a slightly different order. Bi maroches aun. Fadam bi mihin bi maroches aun. And again. Fadam bi mihin bi maroches aun. Once more. Fadam bi mihin bi maroches aun. Fadam, should we try from the top? Oh, in fact, let's try from halfway through, so you've got what is line 1 and then that ending. So fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Fadam bi mihin bi maroches aun. Should we try that? Fadam bi mihin is aun a vis maroches. Fadam bi mihin bi maroches aun. Okay, let's try from the top this time. So we've got 3 fadam bi mihin Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vín marochas. It's easier to sing, isn't it? Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín ví marochas. Sound again. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín ví marochas. And a bit faster. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín ví marochas. Sound. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín ví marochas. Sound one more. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín is anna vís marochas. Fadam bí me hín ví marochas. Sound. Not too shabby. Okay, so last week we did the first 2 verses of Lullaby of Birdland, and I'm going to add the middle bit now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to sing through those first 2 verses to remind you how it goes, and I'm going to carry right on, and then I'll go back and show you how it goes. Sing along. Lullaby of Birdland, that's what I'll always hear when you sigh. Never in the wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard 2 turtle doves, Bill and Coo, when they love? That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow, he really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry on my pillow if you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of Birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, and we'll go flying high in Birdland, high in the sky up above. Oh, because we're in love. So that last bit's pretty much the same tune as the first verse, but let's jump back to that middle. Your words are, and there's a weepy old willow. And there's a weepy old willow. Let's try that. And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. He really knows how to cry. And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. Or she really knows how to cry, if you'd rather. And there's a weepy old willow. She really knows how to cry. And again. And there's a weepy old willow. She really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry on my pillow. That's how I'd cry on my pillow. So that's the same tune as the first bit. And there's a weepy old willow. That's how I'd cry on my pillow. So we're going to go from the top. And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry on my pillow. And there's a weepy old
He really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry. That's how I'd cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye. So let's try that. I'll put the chords in. And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of Birdland. And then we're back into the familiar tune. Let's just do that once more. And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Okay, so we're going to take it from the beginning all the way up to there. Lullaby of Birdland, that's what I always hear. Lullaby of Birdland, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in the wordland could there be ways to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves, Bill and Coo, when they love? That's the kind of magic music we make with our lips when we kiss. And there's a weepy old willow. He really knows how to cry. That's how I'd cry on my pillow. If you should tell me farewell and goodbye. Lullaby of Birdland, whisper low. Kiss me sweet, and we'll go flying high in Birdland, high in the sky up above. Now that bit of the tune's all the same as the verses that we've done so far, so let's just do that again. Lullaby of Birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, and we'll go flying high in Birdland, high in the sky up above. Let's just try that last verse. Lullaby of Birdland, whisper low, kiss me sweet, and we'll go flying high in Birdland, high in the sky up above. And the tiny landing is all because we're in love. Just try that. All because we're in love. All because we're in love. Again. All because we're in love. Oh, it's a proper schmaltzy one, isn't it? Let's, should we do the lot? Should we sing the whole thing now that you've got the hang of it? Lullaby of Birdland, that's what I always hear when you sigh. Never in the wordland could there be words to reveal in a phrase how I feel. Have you ever heard two turtle doves, Bill and
fire. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went high. And it burned, burns, burns, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Da 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 da. 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 I realised as I was singing that I should be wearing completely black, really, because they called him the Man in Black, didn't they, Johnny Cash? Right, have a good week. Trumpet your way through it, and I will. I'll not see you next week. Pretend I'm seeing you again next week. Love to you, everyone.